Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is SL TV channel. If this is your first time here, you are welcome. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please click the red subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so that you'll be updated whenever I post a new video. Thank you. In today's video, I want to talk about the elections in Israel and the lessons for Africans. The lessons that Africans should learn from this election. Israel this year conducted two elections. The first election was conducted in the month of April, and the second one was in the month of September. And these two elections were not able to produce a prime minister nor form a government. So that means that the political parties that participated in this election, none was able to win enough votes to enable her form the next government or produce the next Israel prime minister. Now, the lessons that I learned in these elections are: one, there was no killings, there was no robbery, there was no case of rigging of any kind, there was no reports of snatching ballot boxes, there was no reports of assassinations, and the people were not bribed to vote to a particular party or a particular candidate. Even during the time of the campaigns, people were not handed food items in exchange of votes. People were not given money in exchange of their votes. People were allowed to go out and choose their leader, vote whoever they want without fear of anything, without being intimidated, without harassment. The police and the armies were not in the streets to intimidate anyone. The whole process went peacefully and very good, the way it should be. And people were free to air their views, to say why they want to vote to the person they choose, and why they don't want to vote to the person they choose not to vote. And no one was arrested, no one was imprisoned for saying their minds, which is not the case in Africa. And that brought me to the question, when will Africa be like this? That people will go out and cast their votes without anyone harassing them, without people trying to force them to vote to a particular candidate or particular party against their will, or try to buy their votes with money, or give foods in exchange of votes and all that. When will Africa be like Israel? Now, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu participated in this election Don't forget, he is the longest serving prime minister in the history of Israel. As I speak to you right now, he is still the prime minister of Israel. He didn't use his powers, he didn't use his connections. He has all it takes to influence the election, to maneuver things to his favor. And as I understand, this election means a lot to him. But he didn't do that. He didn't intimidate anyone. He did not threaten people and imprison people. He did not do any of such in order to get to that his goal. But in Africa, this is not the case. This is not the case. In Africa, the powers that be make sure that they get what they want by any means necessary. They use the youths to achieve their evil desires, to get their political powers. And now, the youth of Africa, how long will you make yourself available to be used and dumped? How long? How long will you continue to be used as instruments to pave ways to these wicked and selfish politicians to get to the office and then dump you and then discard you like a used tissue paper? How long? How long would you make yourself available to be used for all these political toggery, snatching of ballots, boxes, rigging of elections, assassinations, and all that? How long? And at the end of the elections, they dumped you as if you don't exist. They dumped you to abject poverty. They dump you to miserable life until the next elections season. They will come back and pick you up again. When will you have sense? When will you understand that these people don't have your interests at heart? They don't care about you. They don't. They don't care about you. They only need you to get to that position and discard you the moment they get there. Youths, wake up. African youths, wake up. Say no to all this, and things will be good in Africa. This political class will not come themselves to snatch the ballot boxes. They use our youths. They pay you little money, peanuts. And then you carry out all these evil arts for them and help them get to the positions. And then they don't remember you anymore. They don't know if they dumped you again from where they picked you and make life more miserable and more difficult for you. How long will it take you to grow up and have sense? The funniest thing is that this political class, have you ever heard of anyone that their children are involved in all these activities? No. No. They don't bring their children to commit this crime. They don't include your family members to carry out all this act. They come for the children of the common man, and they use you. Time has come for the youths in Africa to say enough is enough. We are not going to be used for political thuggery anymore. We are not going to be used to carry out assassinations of opponents. We are not going to sell our mandate for whatsoever price, for this is your right. Don't don't always give them the opportunity and the chance to always come for you when they need you. Say no to all these acts and stand up and hold your political leaders accountable. Very important. Very, very important. When you did not sell your votes to them, you can be bold. You can be bold to come out and hold them accountable. You can be bold to say, we sent you there. What have you done? What have you done? And you also will have the power to say, you are not performing. You are not doing the work we sent you there to do. Therefore, get down, or you can pass votes of no confidence on them. That is, if you did not dent your conscience by selling your votes, by selling your mandates. The youths, you have the power. You have the power to do this. You have the power to say enough is enough. Enough of what is going on in Africa, in the political class and the citizens. Enough. This political class are just a fraction of your population. You have the power. The power belongs to the masses, belongs to the people, and not to the politicians. They are meant to be your servants, to serve you, and not to play gods over you. The moment they go to positions, they become small gods. You can't talk to them, you can't reach them, and they do whatever they want and leave you to wallow in poverty and hardship. How long will this continue? In countries in Africa where there are vibrant youths, you sit and fold your arms and watch a few people subject you to this kind of punishment, hardship, poverty, and you are not doing anything about it? Come on, youths. Time to wake up. Time to say enough is enough. If you did not make yourself available for them to use during elections to carry out the riggings and killings and snatching of the ballot boxes and all that, they won't do it. They won't do it. The youths, the strength that you are using to snatch the ballot papers and the ballot boxes, the strength you are using to kill, assassinate their political opponents, the strength that you are using to help them rig elections, if you channel that strength into the right part, you can use it and make sure that no one tampers with your votes. You can use that strength to make sure that your vote counts. You can use that strength to make sure that you get the right people in the right position. You have the power. You have all what it takes. Forget about their security and police and all that. If you will say no, enough is enough, then believe you me, they will have no power. The security agencies will have no power to do anything. They won't. If you will stand your ground and say, our mandates must count, really, it will count. And it's in the hands of the youths to do so, not in the hands of your old men and women, in the hands of the youths. Remember also that in all countries of Africa, you have more populations of youths than the aged people. Why don't you utilize the strength, that power, to get things done the right way? Instead of you giving them yourself to be used and dumped, they give you a little amount of money, which is even what belongs to you. What belongs to you? This money is yours, it's your money. If put in the right ways, if utilized in the right ways and put in the right budgets, your life will be better. You will have good life. You and your generation unborn. How long will you keep selling the future, your future and that of your children and children's children? How long? Enough is enough, really. You have to learn. You have to learn. And you have to understand that these people do not have your interest at heart. They don't care about you. They only remember you when is election time. And after which they discard you. Have you got no conscience? Don't you think? Stop making yourself available for such acts. They will not come to commit these crimes themselves. The political class will not come to snatch the ballot boxes. They will not go and kill their opponents themselves. They will not come to rig the elections themselves. They sit in the comfort of their offices while they send you and give you orders and tell you what to do and how to carry out whatever evil agenda they have, and you help them accomplish it. Then you pave the way for them to get to the position, and the moment they get there, they make life more difficult and more terrible for you. Then you won't have the conscience, you won't have the boldness to say what is to ask them what is going on. You will not have the boldness to hold them accountable because you know that you sold your conscience. Stop selling your conscience to them, please. Start holding them accountable. Start doing the right thing so that they will know that you have woken up from your slumber. that you're wise now, and they will stop coming for you. And believe you me, you will start having the right leaders, and you will start having the right people in the right positions. Africa has men and women of goodwill, men and women who can change things, men and women who could make things happen, just because the corrupt political leaders, the wicked and selfish political leaders you have in place today, wouldn't give them the chance. Think about it. Think about all this. Think about the Africa where you all will go out and cast your votes without anyone intimidating you. Without fear. Even so many people don't even go out to vote because they are scared. They are afraid of what will happen. People are killed in the process of rigging election. People lose their lives because some set of people want to get to a certain position, and people had to die. African youths, wake up. It's time to take the bull by the horn. It's time to say enough is enough. It's time to understand that you have the power. It's time to understand that the power belongs to you and not to the few political class. And the earlier you do that, the better for all of us. And I hope that this video has really set the minds of so many people. This is my opinion. And I also hope that this has really educated you. I also hope that a lot of people have benefited from this video. If you have, please, I want you to leave your comments in the comment section below. If you have a different opinion also, you are welcome to share your opinion and tell me your opinion in the comment section below. And I hope that this has blessed someone, and this video will put a lot of youths in Africa to sit and think. Thank you very much, and bye. See you in my next video. Bye.